Hey gang, welcome to this month's newsletter, which is in the form of a video. And today's newsletter video is called Love is in the Air. And the reason I've called it this is because we're in the weekend of Valentines. So something for everybody today, and you don't have to read through all the typing today. You've got the pleasure of seeing my face, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. Okay, Valentine's Day. Why is it called Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day was named after many Christian martyrs that were named Valentine, and it was actually credited in the year 500 AD by Galasius, I believe. But anyway, that's an aside, the history. Today what I'm going to talk about is relationships. So firstly, I'm going to start for those of you who are single and not in a relationship. And secondly, I'm going to give you some tips for those who are in a partnership or a marriage, something like that. And there is a reason. Single people tend to be less patient. So I've designed it in a way that the single people can get something right now. Okay. So that brings me on to this month's advice. What can you do if you're not in a relationship, if you're single? Okay, generally what I tend to find in terms of when I'm treating people is men and women do two very, very important things wrong. So I'm going to start with the women. Okay, women, generally what women tend to do as they go through relationships and they become single, what they generally tend to do is they move the bar of what they're willing to put up with higher. So therefore, basically what they do is they give men more challenges in terms of what the man has to do in order for them to like him. Now, this is fine in itself, but what actually happens is that women then actually filter out lots and lots of men and only let a very small amount of men through that filter. So what's happening, they'll say, I don't want men to be this and this. So they'll meet a man for the first time and he can say something by accident, he can be a little bit nervous and whoosh, he's out of the filter. The problem with that is the people who are the kind of Lotharios, the Jack the Lads, will understand these filters and they'll be the ones who can kind of con their way through. So what you tend to do is people who do this, who set all these hoops that they want men to jump through before they'll sort of accept creating a friendship with them even, is that they only kind of let the bad ones through. So what I would suggest is really, really important, ladies, for you to develop friendships first. Get to know the person. Men are notoriously nervous, and this is what I'm going to come on to now. So women, you'll understand exactly why. So I'm talking to the men out there. Men suffer with something that's massive, which is called approach anxiety. They're absolutely petrified of approaching a woman they like. And what happens is our minds, as men, we see somebody we like, and instead of walking up and having a conversation with another human being, it triggers off the stress response in our minds. So we think it's a very dangerous situation, so we become very nervous. Our voice goes quite high pitch, and we become sweaty, we look down, look away and things like this, so we become very, very unattractive to women. And nerves and lack of confidence are not attractive qualities. They're basically hardwired into us for us to filter out, because in order for us to reproduce as human beings, we need to find people who are confident and will have courage in order to be able to achieve things in our life, so as the family unit we can achieve more, protect our children. So what I would say to men is that it's really, really important that you frame the person you're talking to differently. Do not look at a woman and think, oh God, she's fantastic, I want to be with her, she's so beautiful, I want to marry her and this, that and the other. Look at her as if this is somebody that I'm going to see if I can develop a friendship with. So, one of the techniques I say to people is, if there was a really nice old lady doing her shopping, would you have any problem just going over and having a little chat with her? And they said, no, of course not, it'd be, hi, how you doing, nice weather, this, that and the other. So I say, well, what's the difference between the woman? And the difference is the frame they put around it. So what I'm saying to the men out there is, I want you to show a bit more courage, a little bit more, because I'm not a massive fan of confidence. I don't see myself as confident, though people would describe me as very confident. I see myself as courageous. I feel the fear and I do it anyway and I don't back down. And that's courage, it's not confidence, because I still feel the palpitations, the nerves and everything else. So what I would say to the men is, step up and start approaching people. start going up, making these conversations and developing relationships. Men and women I'm talking to now, we live in a society where everything's done online. We've got Facebook, we've got MySpace, we've got, Match.com, we've got eHarmony, all these dating websites, and people are sitting there tapping away, oh, he looks nice, and friends are doing this, that and the other. It's a real terrible way of meeting people. Get to meet people face to face, as a friend, find out if that relationship works, and then you can test the water and see if it works any further. But give yourself that opportunity. Okay, so if you guys are really impatient, you can go away and do whatever you need to do. Hopefully go out and meet some new people, make some new friends. Okay, second bit is for those people in relationships. Okay, if you want to give your relationship a real buzz, keep it alive and really make it, how it used to be. Firstly, plan to do something that your partner has always wanted you to do, something they like, a gesture of kindness, a gesture of generosity, something that you can do for them. And that's just one point, but this is the important point. What I want you to do, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to think about your partner at that time when you first met them, the time when they were really special, that time when you had that moment where you knew it was love, you fell deeply. In order to rekindle a relationship, what I'm going to ask you to do, you can close your eyes and listen to me if you want. Rewind the video and play it again. But what you need to do is you need to close your eyes. You can watch me first time and watch it again afterwards. So close your eyes. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that time that you first met your partner. And I want you to gain a clear picture of that in your mind. I want you to make that picture bigger, brighter, but notice some of the details. Notice those smaller things in the picture that you enlarged, that were important to you. Notice what they said to you, their mannerisms, the way they looked, their breathing. And what I want you to do is I want you to exaggerate and blow them up and really have fun with this. This is your own movie. And now I want you to feel inside where those sensations began, those sensations of love, attraction. And wherever you felt them, in your tummy, your chest, your shoulders, your legs, your head, I want you to allow those feelings to come back. And I want you to allow them to move and to double and treble. And just really enjoy those feelings and associate them with that picture of your partner. And I want you to just notice how differently you feel about your partner now. And now what you can do is every time you want a little boost in your relationship or something like that, just try this exercise again. Right, that's the end of today's video. I hope that's helped. As always, love your feedback, comments, stuff like that. Like I say, I do these videos in one take. It's just me, raw. This is me. This is how I am. If you know anybody who needs my help, suffering with stress, anxiety, depression, wants to stop smoking, lose weight, or anything like relationship problems, that seems to be a big issue at the minute. So hopefully people will be helped by this video. Put them in contact with me. I offer a free consultation. Let them see the video. If they don't want to work with me, absolutely fine. There's no pressure. But if they do, give them the opportunity. Thanks for watching again, and I'll speak to you on the next newsletter video. Take care. Happy Valentines.